all I can tell you is I was blown away by what I saw as just a guest in the lounge, just a guest of being a part of the staff. I can't even imagine the thrills and the chills. It was almost more than I could take. But I got to tell you, I met Bob Scott and I spent some time talking with him. He's an excellent storyteller. I always enjoy a good story. And Bob Doyle, he was there too. If you're sitting around on a Saturday night and you don't know what to do, you might check out the Lounge Show.
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Rob et Bob.
Not a lot of enthusiasm in the crowd tonight. Probably because we were a little bit late, which I could blame on you, but it's really not your fault.
Nope, never is. Never is.
I'd asked Rob to send me a little.
Visiting, what's that going on? What?
I was explaining to the audience that I'd asked Rob to send me a piece of media, and I didn't think he did because it turns out it went to junk, but he did. So it's not his fault. He did what he said. I didn't find it until it was too late, which made us a little bit late because of something I want to do with it later, hopefully. Unless Rob's got 30 minutes of content planned. We're going to find out. Who's Rob, you ask? Well, that's him over there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Which means I'm Bob Doyle here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it is weekend special time.
Oh, really? Should I do weekend special already? Gosh.
Weekend special.
Hot, 103 freaking degrees here in Henderson, Nevada.
Did you just say 103?
I did.
Man, that's brutal hot.
It's Africa hot. We had 109 earlier, 110 yesterday. We're in it.
Wow, man, and it's arid as well, which is never
extra dry.
Yeah.
My sister
used the word arid to me today. She went to Greece and she went to Istanbul.
Did she? I can't.
No, but wow. Like I think it's pretty cool if I go play golf in another county.
What brought her to those places? Don't say a plane.
Her son and her, they travel all the time. They do New Zealand. And next year, hopefully, if all goes well, they're hoping to go to Czechoslovakia.
Wow. We just had somebody from New Zealand in our house this weekend. We had a little gathering.
You have quite a few. There's a lot that goes on. By the way, welcome to the phone call.
We had New Zealand and Sweden represented this week. Say that again.
I was just telling the folks, welcome to the phone call with an introduction. I like that. I like that as a description of what the Lounge Show is.
And an outro. That's right.
Yeah. There's ins and outs, but the bookends are good.
And if you're out there, boys and girls, or ladies and gentlemen, or anything in freaking between, please let us know by typing a little something in the comment section, something along the lines of "que somos juguete desmacida simpan," like that.
What he said,
or whatever whatever's in your heart.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we love to see that. We love it when they participate. But if they don't, Bob and I are still here. It's a phone call with an intro, and that's the Lounge. And I like the little psychedelic Peter Max thing you got going.
It was there last week too. You might not have noticed it, but it was there the whole time.
Giraffes. She had four sports
selfish
bras. I had.
Did you say sports bras?
Yeah. So there was a guy at work years ago when Forrest. This was a Forrest thing. May he rest in peace. Gosh, the more I think about all the different Forrest stories, you go, wow, was it cool that he, drifted through my life. Anyway, the point is, it was a Forrest story, and a guy that we were kind of making fun of. Because of things like this, he would say, my girlfriend needs 2 sports bras when she goes jogging, and he would do it like that. And we always thought that's just so effing, like just what a D-bag. And so then Forrest turned it into Barney Fife bragging about Thelma. So Thelma needs 5 sports bras when she goes. And then we turned it into that. So that's where that came from when I just said that. I didn't know you didn't know the origin of that.
You didn't know I didn't know.
I didn't know you didn't know.
I didn't know you didn't know that I didn't know.
Well, anyway, that's the sports bra story. And now he is known.
As it shall now be known.
Well,
hitherto.
the guy, I'm not going to use his name, but the point is every time we bring up his name, people then say 5 sports bras. It's like it's stuck to him, just like John McNally Shower. Poor John McNally.
So you'll say
And
poor
yet-
John McNally's name, but you won't mention 5 Sports Bras guy's name.
Yeah, because
of the
it's
vast
called a
audience.
Well, not only that, it's called a John McNally shower. You have to use this name because that's the title of it. And he did it the one time or whatever at school. And
And
no,
for
he did it.
life. It's so unfair. You guys are awful.
And then when he came to visit, the guys you're John McNally. I mean, you're the guy. You're the one who doesn't shower and just uses deodorant. That's what it was. That's what we call the.
That's
John
what he's got to
McNally
walk
stuff.
into. Like,
Right.
Are you
Poor
freaking
asshole,
kidding me?
poor guy. So he told us like once, I think, he told Oak and I, I didn't have time for a shower. You just slap on the deodorant and off you go. And Oak and I like it registered. And then we called that. And we've all done it. Everyone's done it in the world where you're running late and you just throw the deodorant on and out the door you go. And we called it a John McNally shower. But poor John McNally, when he got there, people thought that's all he did. We've got showers here in the dorms, Anyway, poor John. Although John is like a zillionaire now.
well, that'll
so he
show
can
you.
afford-
That's right.
He can afford all the deodorant he wants.
That's
So-
I don't know why he doesn't, but why he doesn't
Right.
shower.
Weekend special.
As mentioned, 103 freaking degrees here in Henderson, Nevada, and
That is so freaking hot.
we are looking at a high tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, of something around the. Oh, actually, no, wait. I'm sorry. I hate
And
this app.
So here's the thing too. On my phone, I've got different, on the weather app, I've got different, or the widget or whatever. I've got different cities that I can look at quickly. Fontana, Lake Geneva, that type of thing.
Yes,
and
yes.
Nevada, Henderson is one of them.
So you know.
And lately, I just see the warning sign. It comes with an emoji
Yes.
or whatever next to it that just says, "Don't go there."
Excessive heat warning.
Yeah.
That's our lives right now.
So that's summertime. That's what summertime is. It just gets hot there. Apparently, you've said this to me now. Speaking
and it's just
of
getting
summertime,
started.
I want to see if I can do this. Let's see, window, and then I do this and share. I think I've done that. Yes, I did. So speaking of summer, Bob, I thought I would
look at
share
these. Look at this motley crew.
the Scott family vacation. I'm loving the fact that my dad and I had the socks with the sandals, and he's got like some sort of a loafer or whatever he's wearing there, like a buck.
Sure.
And they put sandals on me with the socks, and I don't look happy at all. I what's with the arms? They're just hanging there like dead. But I found this picture the other day. Would you like to venture a guess what year this would have been? This would have been in Florida, by the way.
67.
Oh, close. 69. I think I was about 8 years old there.
So it was the summer of 69.
It may have been. It might have
Is
been
it-
later. It might have been 70. It may have been 70.
Oh, come on, let's just go with it. Get your first real 6-string.
It's a long time ago, Bob. But the point is, I just like the whole idea that you look at pictures like that and you go, well, people didn't really look like. And I'm proof. That's how.
That's
old I
AI.
am. Yeah, that's AI.
Nobody really
So-
ever dressed like that.
So I just thought you might get a kind of a kick out of that. I thought that was kind of fun.
Sure.
So I had that. Oh, here's something else I had on my list. I don't know if you can pull up Facebook memories, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. So it just showed up on my phone today, but it was on today's date. I forget the year, like 10 years ago or whatever. But today's date that you shared one of your cooking recipes online on Facebook, and you were making chili, and you gave me props. That's how come it came up in my memories.
Yes, that's my pot is not big enough.
Yes, I need a larger Dutch oven. It's the I need a larger Dutch oven video,
Right.
and it's great to watch you make it. And the honey and the coffee, you did the whole thing.
Oh
It's a
man,
good
I haven't
recipe.
had that probably since then. I'm not kidding.
I've made it a couple of times in the past, let's say 5 years. It takes a little time, as you know. It's quite a few hours in the chopping
A
and the
lot
dicing.
of the chopping and the
Yeah,
more
yeah.
chopping and chopping.
Yeah, you cut up quite a few things, but boy, when it gets to rolling in the house, it smells awfully good.
It's so worth all of it. It's the
Yeah.
best chili I've ever had and will ever have. In fact, I refuse to eat any other chili unless it comes from a
I
tube.
don't make any others. The closest thing I get to is the meat paste, but that's
Right,
not
the
really
tube.
chili. That's for That's for Coney Island dogs and so forth. And that's the only thing that comes close to the yes. And the chili, boys and girls at home, no, we use pork tenderloin. We don't use ground beef. And it is a wonderful chili.
Oh, it's so good. I can't believe
Yeah. We should make it next time we gather. We should. And you know what? I'm making this coming weekend, which I haven't made in forever too. I'm making my homemade macaroni and cheese. I'm throwing ribs on the smoker, the 221. And then I'm also going to do a baked bean, which takes like 20 hours, counting overnight soak and all that, you know. And then you throw it in the slow cooker for like 10 hours. But boy, they're good. So that's because Sam and Ben and Riley, I think, I'm not sure if Riley's coming over this Saturday, kind of a Father's Day thing. And I'm going to, look at his face. It's Father's Day this coming Sunday, Bob. Just letting you know.
Hi, Pop.
Yeah, Father's Day. That actually played out well. The more I think about it, that actually worked there. So yes, you're unaware. You seem unaware. Your eyes bugged. And,
Oh yes, I'm totally unaware. Super
Will
Bowl,
they decorate?
Father's Day,
Will Amber
whatever.
decorate? You know, because people decorate in Bob's house, boys and girls. Decorations are a commonplace.
Rob, I should seriously upload this video to my phone. I mean, from my phone, and show you what Amber has done downstairs. Because
please do, because that's about it.
She's
I have the
having
ribs.
and she did all of this, and she's having a pool party with her friends.
When is this?
Who aren't here right now, but they're not.
Oh, today?
They're not here yet for whatever reason, because they're like that sometimes.
Well, you got to be fashionably late.
No, not in my world.
Okay. No, not mine either. I don't suffer from FOMO, but I remember when I was in high school into college, you did 8:00. Okay, let's get there like 8:30. You know, maybe we'll drink out in the parking lot for a little while. Then we'll
Yep.
you know, because we don't want to be like, I don't want to look needy. You know, party needy. Oh, you're having a party? Huh? We just happen to be driving by.
Yeah, we can come in if you want to. I mean, if it's kind of, if it's dead or whatever. I mean,
Right.
if you got some beer or whatnot, we can come in.
I can give you an hour.
drink it. Give you an hour.
Yeah.
3 hours
But
later.
the reality of it is you knew, oh my gosh, you heard about it at 4:00 that afternoon at school and you went, thank goodness. And then I put on Drakkar cologne. That stuff smelled like crap. And it cost a lot of money.
To smell, well, it does. It's not cheap to smell like crap. I'm
It was
having
called
to convert this
Drakkar.
video. I'm having to convert this video because it's going to be sideways if I don't. So
I'm just eating up time. I'm just telling about the.
And then I've got something that is going to blow your mind. I need to know if you're ready to have your mind literally just.
Well, yes, and I'm an easy target if you think about it. I was enjoying watching your chili video, so whatever you've got planned is going to blow my mind for sure.
I think so.
I was
But man,
thinking
oh
that.
man, this is taking a long time. All right, I'm going to jump to this, okay, and then we'll come back to the
whatever.
video when it's done. All right, let me.
I can just tell you before you start. I will just finish that it really whooped my ass, that sunburn and everything, and so now I'm finally feeling better. But I do have the pictures that you and Tracy sent, and I was
the
very
red face. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
they're very red.
Pretty
Okay,
amazing.
now I'm done with that. So please, what do
All
we
right,
got?
so this is a listenable first, okay? You ready?
Okay.
Headphones
Yeah.
on, I'm sure they are.
Que somos juguetes de masa sin par, cada figura que logro crear, la aprieto, la estiro, la vuelvo a formar, jugamos 1000 veces, no vas a quebrar, que somos juguetes de masa sin par, sin par, sin par. Colores y formas que puedo cambiar con mis manos, danzando al compás, moldeando mis sueños, un sinfín de jugar. Esta masa se doblega sin parar, y en cada movimiento hay una canción. Hoy voy
Well, I love the song. I don't speak Spanish.
It doesn't
And I
matter. It's
didn't
about
read it.
Silly Putty. It doesn't matter. It's a song about Silly Putty.
Okay.
The point is, it's that.
It's
Well, you know this. You recognize the song, obviously. You recognize the music. You recognize what that's from, right?
I do not. I'm not picking up
Rob,
on it.
it's the freaking uke mix that you play to me a million times over.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't pick up on that at all.
It's the middle of the song right here.
And I loved it. I mean, you didn't hear me talking. I thought that was awesome.
So
that's
this
probably
right here
why.
is directly
Well, now
from
I'm going
the
to hear it. I'm going to hear that song a million. Now I'm going to hear it the minute you do this. It's
Okay,
like
well-
it's like the arrow and the FedEx logo.
Okay,
Until
so-
you see it, you didn't know it was a. Go ahead.
So okay, cool. So I'll play you a different rendition. Okay. Now the
Okay.
first, well, it's different.
Well, this is cool that you decided to put that in there and let it swim around.
Oh wait, that's not the right one. Oh well. I thought it was.
Yeah, I didn't, but I didn't pick up on it as well as you. So like, but it's fun to watch you. Like I was almost going to pretend, and then I went, no, I'm not going to pretend.
No, so here's one that let me scroll down to another one, and this one I'm sure you'll get. Is this the right one? Yes.
Here you
All
go,
right.
but you're clicking. Okay.
All right, so let me just give you the context of what this is. So this is an update to Udio, which is one of the AI song generators where you type in lyrics or you tell it the style and then it does it. We've played with this before on the show. So the latest update allows you to upload your own audio, and then it will either continue it, it'll put an intro on it, it'll put an outro on it, you can give it words, the whole thing. So all I did was take that one little section, maybe 5 seconds from that song, and from the middle, and dropped it in here and told it to do an intro, and then I think that end it. And then it did everything else. It did all the reorchestration and adding, the whole thing. So this one, I think I can't remember exactly whether this was an intro thing or whatever, but I'm sure you'll know what this is. Let me. Do you know what this is?
I can't hear anything right now.
But
No
you
kidding.
can't-
I'm not joking.
You can't
hear you.
hear.
I hear you.
Well, wait. Did you hear? But you heard it before.
I heard the whole last one. Yeah, and I even read along with the words. It was awesome. I'm not joking. I'm not joking here. Like I'm
okay,
really not.
okay. I think I know what it is. Hold on.
There's always in Bob's
No,
world.
no,
and
no,
I
no.
never knew this.
I know what it is. I think this will do it.
Okay. Well, of course I know this.
Oh, Tammy, Tammy, she's at the bar again. Wine in her hand, it's her favorite brand. Oh, Tammy, she spins and she laughs no end. Oh, Tammy, she's our tipsy friend. In the night so bright, she sways. Tammy, what's the price you pay? On tables, on chairs, she stands tall. Tammy, oh Tammy, with no fear of the fall. Spinning tales from here to yesterday. Oh Tammy, you chase the night away. In the night so bright, she sways. Tammy, what's the price you pay?
That one just fades
That's
out.
outstanding. That's
Isn't that
outstanding.
freaking amazing.
I love that.
It's
I mean, I
so
really
insane.
love that. First, I love the story. It sounds like it could have been a part of the soundtrack to Cabaret. And the character's name was Tammy, and
Tammy.
Joel Grey sings about Tammy, and it's outstandingly cool. Like I went there in my head, I go, okay, I got Joel Grey on stage. It's the movie Cabaret or the Broadway musical, and Tammy is this. She probably a lady of the night, I went
Sure.
that was great. I had a great time going for a minute and 15 seconds. I went on a journey, and all of that is because you gave it 5 seconds of audio.
Right. I think it was just the da-na-na-da-na-na, the main little hook there, and it did the rest. This
Right.
is, I think it's the same cut, but instead of extending it from there,
That one.
Yes. Like, well, I didn't push anything.
That's for the boys and girls at home. I'm sorry. I just wanted them to know you wrote that.
Oh, sorry.
years ago.
We forgot. I forgot to put us in the corner. So this is the same bit, except instead of extending it, I had it generate an intro. So it's just instrumental. So there's no lyrics. But I just wanted you. I think this is the one I wanted you to hear.
Okay. Havana Gila.
So it actually did that twice, but oh my god,
That's all right.
And,
That's
it
outstanding.
it nails the exact sound.
Yes,
It's
it does.
just insane. Let me see if I
Well,
have
and
one
how
more.
long ago were those samples in your library? That's
Sorry, did not mean to do that.
no,
at all.
no. I'm listening, but I'm thinking how. So those sounds have been around a while. Those samples,
Oh, you mean the Aunt Fran stuff?
right?
Yeah, I just found
Aunt
it on a. Yeah, I just found it in in a.
You produced Aunt Fran. That's Lounge One. That's Litterbox Lounge. Time.
Yeah, that's early '90s for sure.
Yes,
So
that's right. When I was meeting you, and I still have that on my phone. Every now and then, that's a ringtone. That's my ringtone. Is Aunt Fran.
I'm gonna play one more, okay? And I think it
Sure.
starts with the snippet that I did. I wanted it to write words. You'll see the words on the screen, but they don't. The words don't actually start until later, and they join way into the thing. But it's kind
Who
of cool.
does the artwork, by the way? Where's the album art? Where does that
So
come from?
you generate it. You click on edit and then edit image, and then you can say whatever. It right now it uses the prompt, which is a sad song about the inability to keep plants alive, female soloist, string quartet, and it did that. But you could generate several more if you want to.
No, it
So-
does that for you. It
Yeah.
gives you your album art. Okay,
if you tell it to. So
Sure.
let me just. I think this. Yes, all I did was these two measures, and then the rest is AI.
I gave them water just like you said, but their petals drop and the soil's dead. Each one a heart, a promise, a vow, but in my care they wither somehow. Daylight fades and so does their glow. In the windowsill their sorrow shows.
I'm trying to figure out who she sounds like.
I
and
know
that's
it's a little
really-
Suzanne Vega-y, but it's not. That's not exactly.
no.
That's not, so what I wanted to do with Mother's Son is throw up the first part as I was walking down the street.
Okay, so here, boys and girls, and no one's watching this. Obviously, no one's chatted in. This is truly
Right.
a phone call with an intro. But when they come back on the replay, I want them to know that Mother's Son is a classic that Bob created a long time ago when he didn't plan on creating anything, but I happen to save it.
Yes.
He sent it to me to show me how this harmony thing works on a piece of software he had, and man, I thought that's just one of my favorite songs.
So
of
isn't
all
it funny?
time.
I'm using the same thing to show you how something works. So now this is an experience. I've not done this, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I just have no idea. But I've uploaded just the first as I was walking down the street, and then I'm telling it I want a barbershop song about meeting a man who is a mother's son. Okay.
Of course you
And
do.
Keep it auto-generated. Click extend. Now it's going to take a minute or two. It takes a little bit of time. I know we're going to be a little bit late, or maybe.
Well,
it'll
yeah, but we
end up-
came on the air late. We
It might-
started
that's
late.
true. That's true. That's true.
Or you have to give them their money.
It's worth.
I did like Dead Plants. Yeah, it's not quite Suzanne Vega, but boy, that's a great voice. Whoever. Well, see, it's not anyone, right? It's an amalgam. Is it a blend of many voices?
Who knows? Who knows? Who
How do they
knows?
do that? I'm asking where
well,
the voices come.
that's the big question, really, with this particular service is how did you sample this? Where did all these songs come from? Do you have clearance? There's a big legal thing about all this.
Well, I'm
And so
not
you-
even asking about legal.
Well,
I'm
saying it's because we don't know where it's coming from. They're not really
Okay.
clear on that.
It's fuzzy, is what you're telling me.
So this will be really interesting because I did some stuff earlier. My next YouTube video is all about this, and I did some other examples. And I sang like this, and I did this, and it continued with a Southern accent. It's not an exact clone of my voice, but it's really close. So that's why with this, since it's barbershop. It'll be
And
interesting
by the
to
way, before I can see that the wheels are spinning, so just
As I was walking down the street.
But you can't play the whole thing, you know.
I just only played that
Okay, yeah,
because you said that's what you.
right, and that's what they're going to hear that first, I think. It said it was
see.
done, but here we go.
This is okay.
But now, all right.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet a guy who said he knew the way, to a much, much brighter day, I looked at him and said, tell me what's
Oh wait,
woman.
that I must have uploaded the wrong freaking one because that's the whole song. We don't want to do that. Crap. All right. Well, now we're going to be even later.
Well, that's okay.
Well, he whopped me on the back and he says, buddy, have a drink.
Everyone just chill, have a drink, and Bob will have us a new tune here shortly. In the meantime, next time we gather, we'll make a big old pot of that. By the way, speaking of that, the chili thing that you said, and by the way, boys, I said by the way like 50 times in a row now. Bob had a 6-quart, I think, Dutch oven and probably needed an 8. And now I have a 6-quart. And the last time I made that chili recipe, it was just like yours, right to the brim.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every time I make it because obviously it's why would
And
it
now
change?
I also, because I have a 6-quart Dutch oven, I had to buy a new one and I like it a ton. But for that chili, which is like a 6-quart exactly dish, it's nice to have an 8-quart or a 7.5-quart Dutch oven. This is boring, I know, but I'm just filling time.
Just keep talking. It's okay.
And I forgot the year. I should look on my phone and see what year that was, but I forget. Well, I can always play. Bob loves when I use fire up the player piano for an interlude.
Yeah, I've got it regenerating, so it'll be a minute or two.
Okay, regenerating. So it didn't generate the first time. It has to do it again.
No, it did, but it was adding to the entire song, and I only wanted to add to that. I don't want to play the whole song. The whole idea is we're just going to add that first part.
Yeah.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet or whatever, and then we're going to see what it does after that.
What it does, and that's how we'll send you out. Although I will say this: last week we went out on the new jingle that AI produced, and I love that jingle. I don't think it's good. I think it's outstanding.
Oh yeah, well, I should set that up. So that's the.
I've got it here somewhere.
Well, I mean, on my end, so I can push the button and it's what happens.
Oh, it'll do its thing.
Yeah.
It'll do its okay.
Just replace, whatever. This does take a hot minute, but that's okay. Where the hell is Rob Scott?
Rob.
I can taste the beer.
Ridiculous.
All right.
This is ridiculous. I like it. It's ridiculous. Yes.
All right.
I
It
love
says
it.
it's done. Let's see. Now,
Okay.
it creates 2 versions, but let's see.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet, and the portfolio watching like some more meat, and my mother's son too, me. Will whip him on on and I
Those aren't words.
back to save, and on the time testing a
That's nonsense words. We're not listening to that crap. Let's listen to the other one. It's just
Those are nonsense words.
But I like that was cool. It's trying.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet. Is he wholesome like his mother? Does his charm light up the hall? Do his eyes reflect the kindness that can make you smile and call? Is his laughter full of joy that got the dirt to shame? And by the way, does he bear his mother's name?
What?
Does he bear her name?
And with those were the words they chose. I kid you not. Those were the words. So-
No! I didn't mean to do that. I faded to black too soon. The whole thing's ruined.
Yes, it is. Yes, for those of you who don't know,
Now we
once
can't end the show.
Right. Once the first domino is pushed,
That is the perfect analogy.
you can't get them back.
No, you cannot.
That's how Bob has designed the close, all of the automation in the show.
I'm running
is
her
just
again.
one-
I'm running
What?
her again. I'm running her again. I want to see what
I'm
else.
running her
I'm giving it another chance. Sometimes the second round it's much better.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
All right.
The first time it really tried to imitate my voice, and it sounded
the second one really went off on this. Really
it just did a whole new
interesting
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
Which
it
is
when it
fine.
does that. Yeah, no.
Well,
It does it a lot
I-
though. But sometimes it just goes so smooth. I'm like, a couple of times it was so crazy.
Oh, you didn't even show me a picture of the party thing, the girl thing.
Oh
You were
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
show me
that's
that.
great.
We can buy a little time here. Yeah. So
Let's all
for
go
those
to
of
the
you who are just
lobby.
tuning in, Amber has just is like the Julie McCoy of the Love Boat of that house, and lots of things are always going on.
The Julie
And what's
McCoy.
pool party?
All right, here we go.
Pool party.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. Oh, there
All
we
right.
go. Look at that.
So
Oh,
it's a whole
like luau kind of thing.
yeah. Hold on, the very first part we missed there. So she did the typical spread. This was all the decor was from when we first moved in. We hosted some big like luau themed party for like 60 people, and we had all the decorations. And so she just went crazy, but not just inside, folks.
No, apparently not. Look at that. I should try to find some. Oh, here, I could do this.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, let's go back and see what
I
what-
love that decoration, by the way. That looks very nice.
Oh, it wasn't. Sometimes it says it's ready, and I get there. And
I liked that. I could have watched that again. That was a really cool little video.
It was perfect music too.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet. Well, I walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet. As I walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet. Yes, the borough mother side of walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet. Words like Cherseiten, das da Wendlein, Schehalmenschein, kein größter Bildes, Großstamm.
What the hell? Those lyrics are not anywhere on that page. All right, this is it for sure. This is it. I got my finger on the right button, and that's it.
As I was walking down the street, I was fortunate to meet in the park or at the fair. Met a lad with style and flair. He's a mother's son, oh yes indeed. Heartfelt kindness rare to meet, elegance in every way, gentle manners on display.
And with those were the words they chose. I kid you not. Those were the words. So when those words came out, they decided that's when they were going to end the show. They could have done, I don't know, countless other things, but they chose that sequence of words to end it. And this is how we're left with the show. I don't get it. I don't think I can watch anymore.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.